Okay, so this is kind of an update on the Frank Stella Bug project. We're going to talk about where we are supposed to be at, where we are going, and what we are going to be doing to finish up. Okay, so we have our insects here. I asked you to do 5 insects, 3 kind of breaking that edge of the paper, and 2 completely on. So my example does not have all the requirements. Okay, so this student has 5 bugs. 2 of them are completely on the paper. 1, 2, and we see that there. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 are breaking that edge. Okay, so this is a good point to be at because most of her designs are filled in maybe a little bit here to finish up this bug, but for the most part, coming along nicely. So we would use pen to go over all the pencil lines here. And then I have some erasers on the cart that you can use to erase the pencil lines after you do that step. Okay, so this is a good example of right about where I want you to be. I'd like to have the pen work done, but if you're not at that point and you've been working on your bugs, that's excusable. But we need to get to a point where everything is in pen, everything is finished with the bugs before we continue to this next step. Okay, so I have a couple examples here. I just want to work in this kind of space to show you what the next step is. Okay, so this is my bug here and my other bug here, and they're kind of connected to this edge. So I'm going to show you how to create the lines from the examples that you see. So the parallel lines that radiate out from these bugs. It's very simple. All you need to do is basically start an outline here, and we're going to do this part in pen, keeping that line, see that equal distance here all through there. So keeping that line, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be an equal distance from the edge of the bug. I'll do that same thing over here. Okay, so I've done one line, and I'll go ahead and do another line here. So I would do one line on each bug to start. So every bug gets their first line, because it's important that you do this in the right order. If you don't do this in the right order, and then I would do, if this was a bug here, I would do another line around it. Okay, and then these other ones. So every bug gets one line to start. Then you go back to the first bug that you did and make a second line. Okay, second line for my second bug. Third line for my third bug here, which is not really a bug. It's for demonstration purposes. Okay, so you're starting to see the lines radiating. They're starting to come together. See, they're kind of close together here, here, and here. So what you need to do then is, if there's no space to put both lines, then this little, like this shape here, if I were to continue this line here and this line here, the lines would basically be touching right here. So rather than have those lines touch, I'm going to treat this space just as an individual shape now, and then I can finish that shape up there. Same thing with this space in here. Okay, if I continue these 2 lines, an outline for each of these, and these here, you're going to have the lines touching or crossing over. We don't want that. So all I need to do Okay, so fill up that space with those shapes. And again, maybe here. Now where there is space, I'm going to continue that. A little mistake there, that's okay. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. As I come down here, I'm going to start combining lines and not be so strict on the outline part, but fill in the spaces so that the lines do not touch or intersect. I made a little mistake here. That's okay. The general effect of it is what I'm looking for here. So once you have the pen work done, again, then you can start your parallel lines here. Okay, so for the first and third periods, I need you to get to a point where you are doing your parallel lines with the pen. All the bugs are in pen, the pencil lines have been erased, and tomorrow I'm going to have you add color with the markers, and I'll have a tub of markers out. So just color on the bugs here, just like you see with these. And you can choose the rainbow pattern, or you can choose a pattern that is a color scheme, 2 or 3 colors. Combine those and use those only. Okay, so this is what we're looking for today and tomorrow, to get to a point where you're starting to finish up. And Friday will be our last work day.